Hello everyone, and welcome back to Unbound Learners Pre-K. How are you doing today? If you're doing well, you can show me with a thumbs up like this. If you're feeling okay, you can show me by putting your thumb in the middle. And if you're not feeling very well today, you can put your thumb down. But hopefully after circle time is over, you'll be feeling better. So let's get started. We're going to stretch our arms out like airplane wings and fly to one side, fly to the other side, fly back to the middle, and now we're going to take our airplane wings into a big circle out in front of us like this. Now, let's bring the circle up over our heads and stretch to one side, stretch over to the other side. One last stretch up at the top, and we'll bring the circle back down and sing together. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. Good morning, everyone. I hope that you're having a wonderful day so far. Before we get started with the calendar and weather chart, let's do 3 things quickly. First, let's turn on our listening ears. Next, we have to put on our thinking hats. My thinking hat is over here. I'm going to take it and put it on top of my head. And the final thing that we need to do is warm up our hearts. Boom, 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 boom. And now we're ready to get started. First, let's go over the date. When we say the date, we begin with the month. The month is right up here. Do you remember what the month is? May. The month is May, and today is May 18th. I'm going to move my chip over from yesterday. Yesterday was May 17th, and today is May 18th, 2021. But you can also say that the year is 2021. Both ways are correct. Let's say the date one more time all together. Are you ready? Today is May 18th, 2021 or 2021. Okay, friends, let's get our counting fingers ready and we're going to warm them up and stretch them. And because we have a lot of counting to do, let's also take a deep breath together. Are you ready? Counting fingers ready? We'll start at the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We counted 18 days so far in the month of May. Now it's time to sing the Days of the Week song. Will you show me with your fingers how many fingers we need to hold up for this next song? 7! That's right. We hold up 7 fingers for the next song because we have 7 days in the week. If you know the words, you can sing along with me. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's go down to the bottom of the chart. Listen carefully for the sound that the day starts with, and you can say it out loud with me. This says that yesterday was Monday. Yesterday was Monday, the first day of the weekday. So that means that today is Tuesday, and tomorrow will be Wednesday. But let's go back to today and let's sing Today is Tuesday together. Today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, all day long. Today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, all day long. Let's go back up to the top of the chart. Right up here, friends, we have the season. We've been talking about the season for a few weeks. We learned about the unpredictable weather during the season. We learned about baby animals that grow during the season, plants that grow during the season. And this week, we started talking about what farms look like during this season. Do you remember what the season is called? Spring! That's right, friends. It's springtime where I live. And it finally has been looking and feeling a lot like spring outside. We have started to be able to eat some of the vegetables that we grow on our garden, like kale and lettuce. We started being able to eat spinach. Springtime is one of my favorite times of year. Let's go down to the bottom of the chart and we can sing the weather song together. It goes like this. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? So today is another beautiful day where I live. When I look outside of my window, the sun is mostly shining, although there are a few puffy white cumulus clouds in the sky. And my temperature chart is on orange because it's warm outside. Last week, it was pretty rainy at the beginning of the week, but this week it seems to be nice and sunny so far. Have you also had sunny days, or has it been rainy where you live? You can look outside of your window and let me know what you see today. Thanks for sharing, friends. Now let's go over the letter of the week. Yesterday, we learned a new letter sound and a new name. Do you remember what sound this letter makes? X, X. And do you remember what letter this is called? X. This is a lowercase x. X says X, X. Okay, friends. Now it's time to move on to the letter box. Inside of this box, I have something that ends with the letter X, X. So that means that the last letter of this word ends with the letter X, X. Here's your first clue. This is a type of an animal, specifically a mammal. This wild animal likes to live in the forest. They are related to dogs. They have a bushy tail and they can be pretty sneaky. Do you know what it is? Let's take a look and see. This is a fox. Fox ends with the letter X, X. So the last letter in the word fox is X. Foxes have bushy tails. They're pretty closely related to dogs, and they're wild animals that like to live in the forest. Fox ends with the letter X, X. This is how you write a lowercase X, X. One more time. Yesterday, we also learned a new double-digit number. Do you remember what number this is? 24. That's right. Now, when you write the number 24, you have to write two numbers. Will you show me with your fingers what number you write first? 2. And after you write the number 2, you have to write this number. Will you show me with your fingers what number this is? 4. 2, 4. 24. I'm going to grab my piece of chalk behind me, and you can find something to write with so that we can draw 24 tally marks together. But if not, we can just count them together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes across, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goes across, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 goes across, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 goes across, 21, 22, 23, and one more makes 24. 24 tally marks. We have something else to count right now, and that is inside of the number box. I have 24 pine cones. And now that we've been counting more and more things, now that we're in the double-digit numbers, instead of lining them up across the top of the box, I've just been making a pile of pine cones so that they all fit and hopefully they don't roll off. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. 24 pine cones. Friends, I am looking for the largest pine cone in the group. And here it is. Here's the largest pine cone. Now I want to find the opposite of the largest pine cone. So the opposite of the largest pine cone would be the smallest pine cone. And here it is. The largest pine cone and the smallest pine cone. Altogether, we counted 24 pine cones. So we've gone over the letter of the week and we've gone over the number of the week. And now it's time to move on to the sign of the week. Yesterday, I showed you how to say farm in sign language. Do you remember how? Will you show me? Let's do that together. Take one of your hands and bring your thumb to your jaw and move it across. One more time. Farm. Yesterday we talked about how all the food that we eat comes from a farm. So after the farmer has plowed the fields and gotten the ground ready, what do you think the next step would be? The farmer has to sow or plant the seeds. Now, when you plant a seed in the ground, that's called sowing a seed. Can you think of any food that you eat that started from a seed? All fruits and vegetables begin as a seed. When a farmer sows a vegetable seed, first a hole has to be dug in the ground. This can be done by using a finger or just poking a hole, and it can also be done by using a shovel. But most large farms use a machine called a planter, which is attached to the plow and sows the seeds. The fruit that we eat also starts from a seed, but that requires a different process of planting, and we'll learn more about that tomorrow. So after all the seeds have been sown, they are covered with fertile soil, which will help them grow, along with plenty of water and sunlight. I'm excited to finish up our work from yesterday. Are you ready to see what it looks like now? Let's go check it out. For today's work, you will need the dried ground recipe from yesterday, a dull butter knife, some blocks, a child's hammer is optional, and some golf tees are also optional. So if you're just joining us today, we made this recipe using about 2 cups of baking soda, and we mixed it with about 1/2 cup of water, and then just added some small little rocks to the mixture, and then let it dry overnight. And this is what it looks like today. So as you can see, it looks very different. It also feels very different from yesterday. So for today's work, we are going to try to release and free the little pieces of gravel and rocks that are inside of this dried ground, just like a tractor would do. So if you have some blocks, you can do it this way. I'm going to take these 2 blocks and I'm just going to begin lightly hammering and tapping like so. Can you see how the ground is starting to break up? Let's go over to the other side. Tap, 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 tap. Again, friends, if you have a child-sized hammer, you can use that and just lightly hammer the ground. Oh, here's one little rock. This one is free. You can also use a dull butter knife, and you can just work the earth and the ground this way by breaking it up. Oh, there are some more rocks. As the rocks are freed, you can just make a little pile of them on your work tray like this. So as tractors plow the dried ground in the springtime, lots of rocks are released, and that makes the soil a lot better for planting. Look at this pile that we've already freed of all of those rocks from the dried ground. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time, friends. I hope you're able to break through that tough ground, just like a tractor would. Thanks for learning with me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and be sure to find me on OutSchool for my live and interactive classes. You can also support my channel by checking out my Patreon page and gain access to bonus features for your child. Now it's time to sing our goodbye song together. So can we all wave goodbye like this? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.